Welcome to my dream show. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. You don't know by now. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, you look out your window, babe, and I'll be gone. Well, you are the reason I'm traveling on. So I don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use turning on your light, babe. That light I never know. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish there was something you would do or say, try and make me change my mind and stay. Well, we never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never done before. Ain't no use calling out my name, girl. I can't hear you anymore. Still I'm thinking and wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. So don't think twice, it's alright. Just say farewell. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, babe, but I don't mind. Or you just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. You just kind of wasted my precious time. So don't think twice, it's alright.
So fun to have Dave back.
It is
Hi, everybody.
amazing.
Thanks for coming to Nerissa's birthday party.
Thank you for coming to my birthday.
So Nerissa's birthday was actually on June 2nd, and Patty's birthday is June 8th, 2 days from now. Happy birthday to Patty, too.
Birthday season around here.
Season. It really is birthday season around here. There's a lot of important people that have birthdays during this week in Neild's land. So we were doing all songs chosen by Nerissa tonight. And that was a lobby song from the show that we did last week. Nerissa and I did a show for Bob Dylan's birthday. Not last week, I guess, the week before, because last week was Memorial Day and we took the week off. But the last time we did a show 2 weeks ago, it was our tribute to Bob Dylan and folk music. And Dave wasn't here. So that was super fun having Dave play.
That was fun.
On Don't Think Twice.
Plus, that's my favorite Bob Dylan song, practically. I mean, it's hard to pick one.
I love it so much.
But it's definitely the first song of Bob Dylan's that I fell in love with and was like, oh my God.
Well, now we are to do a song from Greta. Blue Greta, to be exact.
This goes out to Amelia and Andre.
2, 3, and...
One, two, three, sit on my knee, turning the key, where can he be? 4, 5, 6, finding the fix, hands on your hips, kiss on the lips. 7, 8, 9, drinking the wine, counting the time, follow the line. 10, 11, 12, finding yourself, no one to tell, no one to tell. I'm in this mystery that nobody can solve. I read all about me on graffiti covered walls. Too many people think it's okay to forget the past. You can just throw it away. A disposable life, an extended resume. I'm standing in the shadow, left by my father. Nobody knows but God. Sometimes even he doesn't bother. You should have known me when I was young and pretty and clean. My absence gives me power. I'm a vacuum in your memory, and everything you're afraid of, I'm everything you are. I'm everything you wish you were. I'm everything you're not. And I'm standing in the shadow, led by my father, my famous father. Nobody knows but God. Sometimes even he doesn't bother. Everything is relative, yes. That's my little joke. On your hips, kiss on the lips. Nobody believes in me. Follow the line. Think that I'm some kind of no one to tell, no one to tell. I paint without color. I sculpt without stone. And as for the meaning of life, well, I leave that alone. And I'm standing in the shadow, left by my father. Nobody knows but God. Sometimes even he doesn't bother. 1, 2, 3, sit on my knee, turning the key. Where can he be? 4, 5, 6. Finding the fix. Hands on your hips. Kiss on the lips. 7, 8, 9. Drinking the wine. Counting the time. Follow the line. 10, 11, 12. No one to tell. 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 No one.
I'm sorry I messed up our hold.
What?
The ba-dum-bum, bum, ba-da-dum-bum. That part.
That part before I paint without color.
Yeah.
I all of a sudden was like, oh no, there isn't a hold. I'm supposed to go right into it.
Yep.
And then once I went right into it, I was like, oh no, there was a hold and cool musical stuff happens, and I just
On the
marched
record,
on it.
on the record, it's Dave Hauer.
Yeah, but we don't do that.
We don't-
We haven't been doing that.
Oh, so I did it right.
You did it right.
You did it right.
I actually did it
We
wrong.
just rehearsed it yesterday, so you'd think that maybe I would have done it right. So, all right.
Okay, so this is a new song. You've heard it before, probably, because we did it a few times, but probably not once yet in 2022. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
This song was inspired by these very concerts that we do for you all, because when we were about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months in to doing these, you know, into the pandemic, which we thought would be, you know, a year at the most, I was saying this is so much fun, and it must be, Katryna, it must be like for you, reliving your glory days when you were a DJ.
When I was a DJ, and
Yeah.
I said, ooh, you should write a song called When I Was a DJ, Nerissa. And then, guess what? She did.
I wrote 2, and you rejected the first one.
Oh, I did? I don't
Yeah.
remember it.
I still have it, but this is the song I
like this one.
I like this one too. Anywho,
When I was a DJ, mixing fire, mixing salt into the wounds of your desire. When I was a DJ, I sang the winds to sleep. I always tried to give you something you could never keep. When I was a DJ, pressing ties, choosing islands, celebrating all the B-sides. When I was a DJ, I engineered the rope makers. I could hold you for acres, and I held you in your sleep. But if you listen closely, you will see that I am mostly just a sequence man, someone who understands the language of the land. When I was a DJ, I played the age, I cut the range, I added anchors to my playlist. When I was a DJ, I'll tell you something you may know. I engineered that volcano, and I made it out alive. But if you listen closely, you will see that I am mostly just a sequence man, someone who'd never banned the language of the land.
Still I make a playlist. It's for the birds on the horizon. It's for the starfish. I surprise them with an unexpected segue. And if you listen closely, though the airwaves have gone ghostly, you might think that it is mostly just the sound of your own ears. But I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still
You guys, I know I should be happy because I chose all these songs, but I am so freaking happy.
That thing that Tiana just asked, I think she's talking about that do do do, that tune that you.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that so awesome?
She wanted to know if you composed that.
He did.
I did.
I love that part.
So great. I just
love it. I was going to tell you that there's an article that I wish I'd read that I could talk to you about that was about the history, the global history and power of the bicycle. It's either in the New York Times or the Washington Post. You can Google it. Oh, or it might be in the Atlantic. I don't remember.
Well, what's the thing though?
I didn't read it.
Well, what if it's a terrible article? What if it says bad things? What if it's untrue?
I don't think it's untrue. I think it's very interesting, but it's
a good
very
source.
long. I think it actually might have been in the New York Times Magazine. I think it's like pages and pages of interesting stuff about the global history of bicycles.
I have to say, those very long articles, I don't usually read them either.
Well, you know, there's a whole thing that you can write on social media, TLDR, which means it took me so long to learn this, Nerissa.
TL.
Do you ever see TLDR on people's social media?
But I
It
never
means
read.
Too long didn't read.
Too long. Ouch, ouch. But they post it anyway?
Yes.
So they like it enough to post it, but not to
I read
read
the first
it.
few paragraphs. That's good enough. You should read them too.
I do that with my husband about novels that I start that I don't like. I don't quite like enough to read, but I know I should, and I'm like, you should read this. Okay, this is this song is not called Bicycle.
Beth
Contrary.
says it's in the Atlantic.
Oh, it's in the Atlantic. Thank you, Beth.
Maybe Beth could talk to us about what it's about, and then we wouldn't. Well, anyway.
Beth has so much free time to read.
Beth is
Not.
SPWRATA.
Super always going to.
Smart person who reads all the articles.
This is from our record November. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My daughter rides her bike to school. When it's raining, when it's cold, it doesn't matter. It's her rule, and you can call her a feminist, committed environmentalist, but I call her a girl. My girl says she will not eat meat. It's the carbon, it's the cruelty. She is voting with her feet, and you can call whispered, why you call me asleep? If there's a God above, and if she's a God of love, please wake me up to follow that girl. Susan B. Anthony salutes all the girls on their bikes, trading in their skirts for suits, and you can call it liberty and why we should learn history, but my girl calls it the way to school. She calls it the way to school. She calls it the way to school. There is a line of girls that circles all around the world, and we will all follow that girl. There is a line of girls that circles all around the world, and we will all follow that girl. 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 Follow
Okay, so apparently it's in the Atlantic. And
Yeah.
it came out like May 22nd. And to be fair, I was in Tech Week for my students' musical.
I mean,
And-
that's a great.
Oh, and no, The New Yorker.
Uh-oh. There's going to be a...
There's two of them.
Interesting.
So interesting. Huh. Maybe it was about the book. Anyway, I'm going to be looking for that article and reading it. Although I can't. I have to, I will look for it in paper in my house also because I get the New Yorker on paper.
I have the paper one. We never throw them out.
Yeah, me neither.
They're so pretty.
You can build an off-the-grid house.
You could.
Of all of the New Yorkers.
That is true. That would be fun.
You know
That
how
would be
people
good.
build hay bale houses?
Yeah, totally. You can make magazine house.
What we would do with them in our house is make window shades to keep our dog from barking at things that are out the window. Pretty soon, all of
Look
our
at these
windows will be
beautiful
covered.
pictures of New Yorker covers, Hudson, instead of looking outside at the squirrels.
Maybe he'll like the cartoons.
I mean, I do. The cartoons are extra good.
And sometimes
Okay.
there's dogs in the cartoons. Very fun.
That's
for a dog.
true. There are often dogs. So Katryna promised in our newsletter blurb that we would sing songs from Bob to November. So that was a November song. And this is a Bob song. This is a song we almost never do.
And it remains one of my favorite tracks we've ever recorded. Like, I love to listen to this very much. And I also always think of Kathy Chalfant on stage when we get to the bridge of this song. Like, that's who I picture. Just saying.
But not that he's Memory.
You weren't Memory, no. Mm-mm.
So she's in a play playing the mother of Memory.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But you said that that was your image when you were performing this song.
Really?
Yes. Because you had seen Kathy in a play.
Be a mother in something?
Yeah. And
That's-
this is
that's
before
believable.
you and Dave were an item.
Oh, snapples.
Whoa.
Yes. Wait, can that be right? Yes. No,
So
it's
it's
this. Okay, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Memory leaves town, I'm going with him. I don't care who knows, I'm going with him. I'd follow him for miles to see what happens. I'll see where he lives, I'll see where he's been. His mother will be there and she will take me in. We'll sit at the table and talk about how impossible he is. Why do I follow? Considering the times he has forgotten. He's seen me at my best and looked right through me. He'll invite me to his house and leave me waiting. His mother will throw the door open and tear her apron off. She'll raise her hands to the sky and tell God how impossible he Memory leaves town, leaving memories. Memory leaves town, leaving memories. Oh.
Dave, I definitely did not think of you as Memory back then. I had no idea back then how impossible you are.
Good one. I get it. I get it.
So, next up is a song that Nerissa pretty much always wants to play. asks for it every show we ever do. And I'm always like, that's hard to sing.
Yes, and we figured this out. It's because it's the same with The Day I Let Glory Steer. You always want to do that song.
I always want to do that song.
And it
Nerissa's
hurts
like,
my
it hurts
hand.
my arm.
It hurts both of my hands. It's so hard to play. All those bar chords. Why did I write bar chords?
Anyway, we're doing a song from Sister Holler. And
Don't talk about the antecedent.
I'm not allowed to talk about anything about it because this is Nerissa's birthday. And so she is the boss of not only what songs we do apparently, but also what we say.
Yes, you can't say anything.
Just before the show, though, Nerissa turned to us and she said to us, "You guys, thank you so much for agreeing to do all these songs that I chose." And I said, well, I'm not going to sing all of them. Like, I'll just sit out one. Actually, I am going to sit out one, but
You are sitting out
different.
One. That is different. So I think that I was inspired to write this song after reading Marilyn Robinson's novel Gilead, which came out, the year before I wrote this song. And I wrote this song in a writing group that I was in that included my friend Chris McHugh, and she always asks for this song too, in fairness.
She does.
So this song goes out to Chris and Lily tonight. Not that it's anything about you.
Yeah.
It's
Inappropriate.
not. I mean, this could be from a woman's point of view, but I definitely had in mind that a man was singing this song. I mean, not a real man. I wanted Katryna, but like the character's a man. But do with that what you will.
I have range.
You have range? Okay. Do you want to count us in, Dave?
1, 2, 3, and.
If I could buy you diamond earrings, I would turn back in time. And if you wore them to church on Sunday, everyone would see we're fine. If you'd smile at me just one more time, with the look I saw in my eyes, we'd be looking into love again, instead of staring into the fire. Eloise, don't you fly up the chimney. Eloise, please do what you should. Baby, please find what you once saw in me, and I'll be better, I'll be better, I'll be good.
Sorry, I didn't mean for a solo to happen there. I just was like doodling. Sorry.
I was slow to make an offer, while you kept pushing me to the max, turning tricks and quoting scripture. How could I have passed on that? All those days we prayed together by the maple, by the creek. Told me Jesus loved your body. I said your body made me weak. Eloise, don't you fly up the chimney. Eloise, please do what you should. once saw in me, and I will be better, I'll be better, I'll be good. I sold the farm because I had to, just like you hoard to pay the rent. Oh baby, sin is what we're bound for. I took you broken, took you bent. I forgave the past you paid for. The day the lightning tore the sky. Why can't you grant me the same favor and pay forgiveness in your eyes? Eloise, don't you fly up the chimney. Eloise, please do what you should. Baby, please find what you once saw in me, and I'll be better, I'll be better, I'll be good. I'll be better, I'll be better, I'll be good.
Okay, I had goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Nice job.
Goosebumps.
I
Awesome.
realized another reason that I don't love singing that song. It's kind of hard to embody an asshole.
He's not quite an asshole.
Well, now
He's
you told me
broken,
that he's
broken.
that he's Gilead, like that it was inspired by Gilead. I didn't read Gilead, but I read Lila. So those books are like the same people's story, but Gilead is told from the man's perspective, and Lila is told from the woman's perspective.
There's nobody especially bad in Gilead.
Okay. Well, this guy seems kind of bad.
I mean, no. Like, I shouldn't have said, like, it was inspired by the book, not by the characters in the book. By somebody in the town who isn't in the book at all. But that was the landscape I was
Got
picturing.
it. Okay.
Iowa.
All right.
Southeastern Iowa.
All right. Fair.
Yeah. It really has nothing to do with Gilead. That would be confusing.
All right. I mean, I was like trying to remember.
Nobody's bad
Lila.
in Gilead.
I know.
They're all good.
Um,
Except for in Lila, there's some bad
I mean,
people,
he's
too.
flawed. This character that sing the narrator of Eloise, he's flawed.
Yes.
Maybe he's not bad. I don't need to see the world in such stark terms as he's bad or good. He's just. I don't want my kids dating this guy.
Yeah, I mean, nobody on the earth is really bad except for Tucker Carlson, maybe. But nobody else is all bad. Actually, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know anything anymore. But what I do know is that it feels good to write a song. I woke up one morning 2 weeks ago feeling committed to writing a hopeful song, and then the shooting happened in Texas, and I had my songwriting class that night, and I played them as a prompt the Bob Dylan song, Percy's Song, which is about somebody who goes to jail on trumped up charges, basically, and has like double life sentences thrown at them, and sort of the injustice of the world. And then I wrote this, so it's so new Katryna doesn't know it at all. I played it for Dave yesterday, so he's going to play along. It's just a little one. Take the next step forward.
just a step at a time. You don't need to stand in line. You don't need to walk it by yourself. No one's ever solved the world. Never once in all of time. So take the next step, even though we don't know the design. Take the next step forward, just one beat at a time. You don't need the words to rhyme. You don't need to know where the bridge is. I don't understand the world, but even so I will try to make some sense of what I see. All these steps I've taken. Take the next step forward, just one step at a time. I won't say it's gonna be fine. Sometimes we're gonna go backwards, but I will always have your back. I know that you have mine, so take my hand and let it go.
I really wish that I had practiced that and come up with a harmony, because there's so many fun harmonies to be had.
I think you should sing the lead on that ultimately. Like, I actually not sure I should do anything on it except maybe finger pick.
I hear so many cool harmonies.
Well, we'll work it out in the studio.
Next up, a song from 17.
Oh my gosh.
No?
Yeah.
No? Oh, yeah.
We have time for these two. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's funny what you think of as your favorite songs. It's not like, these are just the songs that make me feel good. That's why I chose them, because I kind of felt like it was a let's all try to feel good kind of time. This is my favorite time of year. Maybe because it's my birthday time of year, but maybe just because it's really pretty and the flowers are out.
So pretty. We have so many flowers.
Your flowers are awesome.
Some of the flowers came, and I don't know where they came from. They've never been there before. And this year, there's so many of them.
Wow.
They're like bunnies.
That's what we have. That's what we have. So many of bunnies. So many bunnies.
But I was making a metaphor that the flowers were like the bunnies.
So,
Because we also have a lot of bunnies and a lot of chipmunks. And today, I looked at my kitchen window, and there, sitting not 1 foot away from my house, was a snake.
oh, you took a picture of that. It was a garter, people. But
Whatever. I don't want any.
last Friday we went for a walk and we saw a slimy, gross baby brown snake. I mean, it was a baby, so we couldn't be too afraid of it. And it didn't
could.
bite us.
I could be afraid.
But it was not a garter snake. All right. Okay, so this is, from our album 17. And it goes out to Dave Hayes and Monty Belmonte. 1,
don't know. He don't know. He don't know.
But some kid who's dying for a snow day, and someone has somewhere they have to drive. They're counting on him to say what they can do today, and so we gather round the Facebook hive. Give where our passions lie, pass it on, beat the shy, and so we grow to be alive. Sorry, here we go. Monty hates the camping life. He'd rather stay inside and gather round the campfire radio. But every March he bundles up and pitches his tent on the city's courthouse lawn in the snow. Oh, he'll be cold, but he's got company, and he knows that this is where he is supposed to be. He pushes a shopping cart 30 miles on a march. Solidarity for those with no food. Give where our passions lie, pass it on, beat the shy, and so we grow to do some good. Miriam needs a meeting now. She's scanning the screen to see if it's really gonna snow. Dave says there's an even chance of ice along the road. She knows that by herself she couldn't go. Oh, she can't go. Not in the snow. Not at her age. And the bar across the street is calling. Someone needs to ask for help tonight. And someone wants to lend a hand. We're all of us on the bus, sharing our way to trust. We all just walk each other home. We give where our passions lie, pass it on, beat the shy, and so we stop being alone.
Thank you all so much for being here this week.
Thank you, bandmates, for playing my song.
Happy
Fun.
birthday.
My request. So, oh, Tiana loves your playing.
Aw,
I did
thanks,
too.
Tiana.
So, next week we are going to be revisiting the album If You Lived Here, You'd Be Home Now. So I'm not going to ask you for your lobby songs because
We didn't do anything from that on purpose because I knew we were doing it this week.
so much next week.
Not that I don't have a favorite song or three on this record.
Anyway, we will be doing that next week, and then we will be taking a couple of weeks off because Nerissa is going to in-person graduate school for
graduation. Because
and she's graduating. But first, before she gets to graduate, she has to go and like actually take a little bit more school in person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So next week, If You Lived Here, You'd Be Home Now. Tell all your friends who like that record. It's a really, to me, it was the culmination of
Neilsiness.
of the band years. Like before we did that record, we all looked at each other and we were like, we don't want to make this record for other people, record companies or whatever. We want to make this record for ourselves. We want to make sure that we love every second of it, that we haven't compromised at all. And if it takes us, we're not putting a date on when we have to finish it. We're just going to work on it until we feel like it's done. And we asked lots of our friends to play on it. And And I did feel when it was done, I was like, everything on the record came out the way I wanted it to come out, which was not always true in records before that. And so it felt wonderful to have realized that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's for next week. For this week, we will be saying goodnight to you with this lullaby.
It's from the album Play.
Thanks, Patty, for doing all the broadcasting, and thanks to Kelly.
Everybody send Patty happy birthday greetings on Wednesday, June 8th.
Yes,
in 2 days.
Thank you so much for coming to our show tonight,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody.
It was fun to be back with you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanna be beautiful, so I got a magazine, but it made me so sleepy, and now I'm in a dream. Our voices go down to the river, between the bridge and the ravine, and don't come out of the water your light shines clean. Check it out, 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 check it out. Put my head underwater, it's like my childhood room, but the water won't clean me, it smells like women's perfume. How can I wash my sins away with the water from this poisoned stream? How can I get my light to shine when I don't know if I can be redeemed? Check it out, 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 check it But then who'd be around to polish it?